Hello everyone, welcome to Simon Tools. Today we get back with our engine rebuild for my spare engine. Last time on the last videos I pulled one new k24 home and we tried to make 1000 horsepower out of this one. But yesterday when I went to see my cousin, and he made me back off straight away and he made me changing my mind. What I do is if I do 1000 horsepower, that car couldn't handle, and the clutch, the gearbox, it couldn't handle. And he said to me, here I have to replace the twin clutch. We've been talking with him, and then one of the car been pulled in and got the twin clutch, and the twin clutch sound rattling and shit. It's actually sound shit. And I said, mate, I want to build a car to make 1000 horse into this car, and he said this not worth it to put in that car because too much power, the clutch can't handle, and the electronic control and everything is no good for put on that car. So he tell me better get up the another chassis and put on. I said there's no point for me to build a 1000 horsepower to put in the car that I don't like the body. So what I do is we try to keep low. We're gonna keep everything under 300 kilowatts. So what I do, I've been prepare the blocks and been cleaned and paint, and waiting for the material to go home with the racing bearings and everything. I'm still using the high-speed conrod and racing piston, okay, racing piston. And we've been take the block to service. And here I've been repair some and clean up and wash and making the oil some and ready for put the new this engine onto that one. So we're using the proper oil return line, and everything Simon built will be super bullets, and all I want to do is keep that car is as a sleeper. I don't want to do anything else with the bigger engine and replace the body car. So I like this shape of the car. That's why I want to keep this one. So we keep under 300 kilowatts and put on. All I want is making safe and under 300 kilowatts, more stronger bottom ends and can handle rev. Of course, we replace the Type R K20 springs head and the cam, so we're going to replace the cam as well, so make it more power and more boost. Okay, so that's all I want to go low. If you go 1000 horsepower, it will cost you a lot of money. I'm not a truck dealer, so I don't have money to do all that crap, and by the time I better save that money to give to the poor more than I hanging around and waste the money on the shit car. So I want everything steady, and I want the safety first to make the car last longer and the engine last longer, because I know that engine wouldn't last long. We have to do like head start and do a bit of modification, and it already cost my arm and legs already. So that's all I can afford. If I got more money, I'd rather give it to the poor instead of I waste the money on the car which it can do nothing. Okay, so stay tuned. Simon waiting for the bearings, put the main crank bearing on, and we order the cam from the Type R, the spring heads from the Type R, and the pistons, force piston and high beam conrod piston, and that will be safe. For doing some performance, you need to replace some parts. This is the 4 piston Type R oil pumps. They are really nothing at all. It's all about the pump here to replace, so they can handle more rev and less friction. The original pump is the chemical pump. Is using this one. See the gear drive down to the gear drive and suck up the oil, so that will make the car heavier and lose some power. So hopefully you put this one on. That's why someone put them on, and this engine can handle rev faster. For the Type R engines is about here, so it can handle more rev is here, and they are missing parts to cover this one. I cannot afford buy another one, so what I do is I may get you can get stainless steel, piece of stainless steel or galvanized to make it go over here and cover this one core to stop the oil go down too much rotting in when you are racing. We're talking about racing car, okay? But you can put one on or not, up to you. If you buy one piece that have the whole long one like the Type R one, it's going to cost you about $600-700 or something. I have no idea, but actually everything Simon can be make one for go in here, go down and cover the oil. So build for reason, can be racing, can be for street daily cars, You don't need it. You don't need this one. But for me, I still need this one. Sometimes you love to jump on the tracks or driving for fun. Yes, you need that one. Okay. Piston ring, piston and piston ring from Nippon piston rings. This one, the new technique that just come out, and it's meant to build for turbo or supercharged. And this is standard bore, right? Because in earlier I don't want the bore too big and I don't want too loose. And this is the one. This is the force high beam conduit. The force high beam conduit. It built very tough. Today I install all them on, and some people might know, some people might don't know. So I put them on, and we'll show you how they go on, and make sure you check the piston rings in here before you install the into the piston. You may have to get the this piston is the rating at 600 horsepower for supercharged or turbo. I hope it's good because it's the new stuff coming out, so I bought this one. So I hope it's good for everyone who want to handle the car from 600 horsepower down. Okay, no more than 1000. And I hope that it will be handled with force conduit, high speed, and we handle 600. Should be all right for my car. That's what I want, and I don't want no more. The ratio for this one, the ratio compression is 9231. So it's a little bit low, but that's how it's built for boost your power. Okay. So I check, first of all, before I do, I check these piston rings to sit on here, and you will see any friction on the piston rings or not. You need the gap on the piston rings into the diameter of the bore here, at least one thickness of this one or more. Okay, one thickness of this one or more. So we got to undo the doesn't matter we get the top one or second one, as long as we just get one out. Just get one out and try to line in here. Try to line this one in here, and if they go on the standard bore like what they say on the script, and you will be bingo. So this is self-correct. You see the gap here? See the gap here? That's the friction. So they have the bit of gap there between the piston ring when they put them on. See, at least they have to be one there. See? So that's sound good, because we want the gap here. You don't want it too close, because when it's hot, it's expand, and it may be expand, and then you got friction on the piston, and you be stop up. So that's the correct one. So you don't have to worry nothing. All you do is just whack this one, whack all the piston rings into here, and then put on the conduit and put it down. And the face is up like this. It's for the engine up, so it's all the way up to the front like this. And see the inlet is the bigger groove, and the outlets to the exhaust. So that's how it is. See, like that. See? Okay, now we're gonna install the piston ring, and then we put the conduit in, and then we slide them on, and we will get your block ready. Make sure you always check before you do it, because this is called high performance. You don't want any error and make your whole engine blow up, and will cost you may throw your money away into the bin. So first, always check the gap, and then there is no friction on here, and you can see the gap, so you can put them back on. So this one's safety to put in and go all the way. At 600 horsepower, so take it steady and easy. Don't rush and hurry. Don't rush, okay? So this one, just whack the pin on, and I want to go that way to the front, and I went to the front, and I want the pin on. See how it go and how it like. beautifully, and I'm happy. Okay, come on, man. Very. See, this one they call floating pins. So it's floating and it's revving very fast. See, this one go on the piston very good too. See, if you buy correct, they should be in and no movement there. Slide the pin on if you want, or later. You can slide the pin in before or after, up to you. I say nothing, okay? Sometimes you do your way better. Tilt like that and get a screwdriver and put it on one side. See the go on one side, one circle there, and push it down. Push it down until you go in the groups, and you can hear it go in the groups. Click, and you'll be right. And this one, the floating, it's called floating. It's floating all both way. Floating the dip pin in the middle and floating this one in the middle as well. So it's called floating pin. So that's why they give you less friction and give you more rev and more power. I always use my past load oil to insert the piston. So now I do number 1, so I'm gonna turn this engine down to down. Turn this one down to number 1, and then we're gonna mess our control down there. See that number 1 down there. See number 1 engine go down. Racing piston been installed like the specs. This one I want the engine go 600 horsepower, and that's what I want. Everything here built for 600 horsepower without broken anything. So make sure it's super tight on the high spin conrod, and I do the checking every time when you do performance cars, checking the gap of the piston rings. So you don't want any friction when it got a lot of power in here. One little friction power, the whole engine can be blew up. So now waiting for another part to go home, timing change, and the head and the cams, the spring head put on here, and I'd be happy. That's how it should look. Try to make this safe all the way there. It's like the K20 engine. So to stop the oil rot into the piston and lost some power. So what I do is take the measurement of the height of this one, and I can get something else. 1.05 is the tallest, and you don't want it touching. You can go over here. Yep, 1.5 inch. So 1.5 inch tall. So that means 3 centimeters. So nearly 3 centimeters tall, and you can avoid from, just in case the high spin, what I call the high spin conrod with the arm holding a little bit thicker. So you can go for 3 centimeters tall and along. 3 centimeters tall and along is 15 centimeters wide. So you make all the way down there. I went and get this one from Bunning. Perfect gauge, okay? And perfect length, 30 centimeters. And all we do is just measurement and cut and through the hole, and it's go in there, man. Perfect, man. This is the drawing. That's what I'm gonna bend. I hope it's straight, or it's not straight, doesn't matter, because we have to do all by hand. So I don't have any equipment to bend them. So maybe look okay and maybe look ugly. Forgive me, okay? With the 2 square frame still. So I can use this one, grab it in and bend it down, so make it even, make it look even better. So I do some spot weld here, and later I have to take it off. Here it go, I spot weld the 2 edges in corner and 4, and now I can open up. Hopefully I have a good press, huh? Hopefully. You see how it works, and stay tuned, man. Simon will show you how it works. You would bend this one down to the line, all the way down to the line, right? Okay, this thing down a little bit. That'll be the thing, man. Too much, man. Okay, it's just like that. Now just follow the line, just grip, super hard, and they all level. Bend it down. Down, man. Down, man. I'm making a good job, man. Let's see how good it is, okay? So after that one, we will open up, and that's one thing. and this one out the way, so go on there. So this is very good process and a very good technique design from Simon Tools. So I got one edge down. Okay, so everyone can do this at home, brother, not only Simon, because you do the good car and you want to save money is here, because I have no money. Okay, have no money, brother. I have no money at all, so I try to save as much as I could. So I got that one up, ta-da-da-ta, and it should be go along in there, all right, with the bolt. And we got this beautiful cover, man. So we try to finish this one too. The reason I was using galvanized, it lighter, never rust out, and never rust out when the oil and the water mix together, the water evaporation inside, and it got to be rusted out. So this one never rust out. So I only got two match one there and one there. So the middle one is out. We don't care about the middle. So we got one there and one there. And we're gonna make the hole. We bolt that one down and then we make the hole there. Lightweight. Even this one is nearly small piece like this. In nearly double, nearly same weight as this one. So that's why I got this one cheap and light and no rust. Again, this is the head for the k24, but I'm using the racing spring kits for the k20. If you can see here, double spring, and it's been fully serviced. And the valves is super strong steel valves and everything been full service and ready to put back on the car. See, this is the head. You have to do proper job. So this is the racing valve stem. I have a k24A3. The block is k24A3, but and the cranks is k24A3, but we're running the timing cams, timing change, and 50 degrees advance from the racing type R k20. So k20 here is will fit on k24 here for racing. The two handle to 10,000 RPM. I got my head gasket for Honda k20, 24, though the same. Okay, this one made in Spain, so hopefully it's a good gasket. So I'm gonna install them on today and then put up the timing cams. Still waiting for the timing change, so we have to put the head on first. Simple to every other car, every other engine, all the same. K24, whatever K you are, I don't care. Okay, so this is the position of number one engine, the mark right in there, as you see right in there into this target. So that means this is the desktop number one. So we put it this way because later we make it easy for us to put the cam on, and we know which way to go for the timing, and that will be all right. So for performance, and this car only do 500 horse. Okay, we don't weld them all this because if we do the 1000 horsepower, I cannot afford it. This already cost my arm and legs. So using standard up the original new one, the tensioner belt push out, don't use the too much strong, you may shred the belt, the chain. So using standard one is enough, but you need the strong, very strong timing chain, the racing one. So we've been still waiting order and all this install, so make sure good. And the head gasket gonna push on here. Okay, very simple. So one last final check for any dirty. I hopefully not, because I've been clean and blow out everything good. First thing first, put the two dice down. Get a mallet hammer, put down one on each side. It stay on the exhaust manifold this side, or you can stay this side, doesn't matter, up to there you. But I like to go this side. Okay, the die go on any side you want. Okay, become a bit wobbling when I try to pull it out. I'm using the stainless steel made in Spain, and here is the specs for the total foot-pounds. So 1 2 3 4 5 4 states right there, and you look at the instruction and you tie it down. Okay, when you got it on, should be easy, man. Should be easy, man. So wrong way or right way, So I got this the wrong way. So turn around again. See, you better check them before you put them on, brother. So okay, wrong, wrong, wrong. Oil here, oil there, wrong. So we get this one here, and we get this one here, and see if it's right. So right. Here we go. For the final checks your performance car, so make sure it's all on correct on every oil return hose, and you be bingos. See, and now you lift up the head. Put the head in, man. Put the head on, man. So go down. It's right. And try to get those. Slide this one. This one. Slide them on, brother. That's it. That's how it should be, man. And if you want to make sure, go down. Go down like that. I like my head stud go in last before. But if you put all the head stud on, you will have a trouble to line them up, so make it difficult. So this is the gap where you want to check and see if they're correct. See, they are correct. Beautiful. Now I put my stud on. For this edge of the stud you put on, make sure you put a bit of grease and then you tie them on. You dip in a bit of grease here, it wouldn't hurt you, and slide down. So you turn one by one on and make sure it's hard. So that's what I want, because when you put them all on and later you very hard to line them up. So that's what I do. Okay, that's what my way do. Someone else always try to put the stud down first. How all of them should be on all the way by touch it down, and then now you can put your washer and the bolt put on and follow the instruction, and you can have your head gasket installed. The head been touched down to 29 foot-pounds, and first 90 degrees, and third 90 degrees, and fourth 90 degrees, and you got the head done with the head stud like this. When you buy a head gasket, always keep the specs and do exactly like the specs say, and you should be alright. Okay, when the spec done, you can throw in the bin. I installed the water pump, and I'm gonna take it up and replace the new water pump, new thermostat. And don't be embarrassing using silicone. No one say nothing. When I have nothing to do, I install all this new thermostat, brand new water pumps, and fit them all first before I put the head ring pushing here, and one there, and this one is there. Okay, we found something. So this one here like this have no middle pin, and we need the middle pin. So we make sure check them and none of them missing out parts before we put them on. Very important. Okay, if you don't have them on, you're in big trouble. So this one solid swivel, very patient. I put something up like that, and you can knock it down and get to the target you want. So I got, oh shit, one more here. And you see I got the second one out, number 10. Shit, man, what a shit mechanic. Not easy job. If someone saw they do on YouTube, they said they never tell you how to replace this one. If it's on the car, I think it's much easy, because you put that one just for the temporary to holding them when they online, and you can lift this one up. But it's outside the car, the lifter is wiggling everywhere, so it's very hard to get it out. So but anyway, put them all on one side, we set them up later. So second one, third, fourth, and fifth one here, and see if we can lift the whole chunk, put on the block. So that's why it's very difficult. 5 flat screwdrivers got in there, and we got them out. So the final one is out. See, final one is out. See, very little bit by bit, man, no kidding at all on this car. Okay, I don't know why they design like this. They make it solid strong, but to handle the rev good, but it's very hard. So that's it. Now we lift up the cams, and we bring the whole lot in together, and don't ever move this one. and you may get very shit good bumps. Okay, so that one, so one came out, put there, and this one, see, one came out. So one came out. Okay, now don't ever move or touch it. Lift the whole lot. Set up this one again. Lift the whole lot. Put on there. Here, right after you set up everything here, and then all you do is just using two hands. Squeeze this hand and that hand. Push it along like that, and bring it to the engine there. So what I do is I put my camera there. Put it down. Push it harder than I could and go all the way until I got in there. Okay, I will set it on exactly what I do. Lift the whole lot, and it was put on. One good thing about the Honda, you got this one manually adjustment. Later we're gonna put the cam on, and we're going to see the lifter, the different edge here. We're gonna do the, see this one. Okay, that one down. So make sure check them all down, 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 and it should be go online now. See, with all that little groups. So get a little bit of hammer, mallet hammer. They should be go on in the middle. So it should be perfectly go in there. If anyone needs this cam, come and Simon give it to you. This is the K24 cam, standard one, but be honest, don't put them on. If you open up the car and try to do something like me silly way, you really want the performance, get the you really want performance, better get the racing one, okay? Okay, I'm gonna get something to open up. My brand new vise today, the other one broken. You want to put a bit of loops on here like oil, or I do a grease, just in case the bit of friction when you first start it up. To be honest, it's not really important, because when you start it up, all the oil will be coming out. And this one called the inlets. So the inlets, it go in there. So I already got all my loops and everything. So I put my inlets go in there. So the inlet there, okay. So the inlet is here. Sorry, wrong way, mama. Sorry, mama. Wrong way, mama. So this is the inlet one. So the inlets go this way, okay. Put on there. And this is the outlets, the exhaust. Look at the reading. R3 exhaust right there. So go in there. You know why? Because say exhaust and we call inlet. See this gear? When we put them on, so position on this one is the tooth there. Go on the tooth there. We want is this one go on position. Wait, still waiting for my timing chains. Come on, cousin. Okay, hey, we got this one on, and we want the target to go. See this one? The target we want is this way. And later we turn this one. Oh shit, me. Wait, the pin. Oh shit, I lost the pin. The pin is there. Sorry, mama. So I turn, and it should be there because the target I want is there, and the other one will be there. So I take up and light up this one, and I can bolt down straight away if I want, because now if I bolt them on, they would never touching the spring together, because I just do make sure they closer here as possible, just in case when you tie it down they go wrong, and then you turn all the way around, you may bend the valves. So better the target always on the middle 90 degrees this way, and the other one put in, and then the target there got to be the same this way is good. So later when you put the chains on, you just turn a little bit that way, and the other one turn a little bit, and the timing chain should be straight. So you don't have to, if you put the wrong way around like this and you bolt them on, later you turn too much, and some of them push the valves down for some reason and too far, and you will break and bend your valve. I got the bolt just for time being, bolt in there, and this one from the inlet exhaust, the inlet. So make sure it come out this way, okay. They only one way go. This one done as well. So what we want to do is bring this one, see the target need to be closer here, and later all we want is the two target here, it light up. See, this one go on the top there, and this one go deep. See, that's what we're talking about, different angles here. See, so that's when we put everything down and we want the target like this. See the cross there, and should be alright for, see this one go different angles. That's why inside here. So that's what I'm gonna bolt down like this. I'm happy with this one. And if you want to go ahead, put all the everything back in. This is the new cam, and all the spec here are different. So later what we have to talking about is here. We have to get the plates the right size, put in here and put it down. So if you leave it too loose, it's gonna be rattling. We got the timing chains on. That's what I need, the two target right there. See, I only turn a little bit and it's already lined up. And what I do is turn on the piston number 1 like this, and turn the number 2, gotta be look like this. So when this one all open and we set up, see this one a bit too noisy. When you start it up, you will hear the knocking noise. So you don't want too much friction, too much loose here. So tie them up a little bit. For anyone have a problem with listen on the YouTube, someone said the to put this one on, you have to reset. All that rubbish. When you buy second-hand on eBay or anything, just whack them straight on, okay? Because inside is a little pin that pushed out by the oil when it's a VCT oven, and the pressure of the oil pushed out and they release the pin and it can adjustment itself. But now it's locked or unlocked, doesn't matter. When you put on, you make sure you tie them on. That's it. That's all you need to do. Don't listen to all the bullshit. You have to unlock and on all that shit, okay? And on this case, we're using the original genuine timing chain from Honda. So that would be strong enough for turbo, 600 horsepower. Don't have to buy anything that fancy or $400-500. You waste the money. So that's what I do. I'm gonna put this one on. This one can handle 500 horsepower. Very easy. And for time this one, make sure just whack straight on. Don't worry about the reset or anything. Don't listen to all the bullshit. For timing chains, we don't need to say, but everyone know how to do it. See, the target is the mark there for number 1 engine on the desktop. We don't follow this one, so just in case I draw in here, just in case we go the wrong direction. But the only one way go with the key, but the target in here is the most important. So we turn just a little bit to make the target on this one. See the target on engine number 1. Make sure it's on the desktop, right in the target right there. So that little group right there. And now what we do is no fancy tools, just some of them, all the white grips. Just make sure all here online, and see the target here, and you'll be bingo. And all you do is you can insert all the chains on by yourself or one hand, whatever it is. It's not very important because they only one way go. When you light up, the tensioner here a little bit tight. So what you do is just remove this one out first, and you can put this one on last. It make it easy for you, okay? So it's not really important. So the important is you have to get the target right. That's all you need. So you need the number 1 mark there, and this one face to face, and this one go down, and you'll be happy. So I need 2 hands, sorry, and I show you what I mean. Oh, fuck you. Every time we place the timing chains, the target is here. And in your car, when you put the rocker cover on, they got the pulley outside, so you can tell the target of number 1 engine. And make sure this one should be on line, direct, like that. See, line, and that's it. And make sure it's straight, and it should be right. Now I can tie everything down, and I can put the rocker cover on. Sorry, timing cover on, and then finish my engine. Now I'm gonna take this one off and put a bit of this one on. Make a little bit look bullshit, but look a little bit like performance. So it's gonna keep the chain, not the cam loose. So this go in there. We have to take off this one and slide this one on, and using the long bolt them in here. It look a little bit bullshit, but it look like more performance. We got them on, huh? For this one to install, take the bolt up and slide this one go on here. It mainly holding the chain right there, and vibration, if they have any too much vibration, they don't want the chain not coming up. So that's the reason I put them on. It look bullshit, but hopefully it help. Okay, so I don't know it's good or bad, but for the four piston, called 4 piston pumps, for high volume pumps, and for the performance, this one, so you need this one. When you replace it, you need 64 links. And this chain, timing chain, is standard factory OEM, so original standard factory from the Honda timing chain, so it should be strong enough for 500 horsepower. So you don't really need to be super strong and super expensive, so save your money. So all you need to do is just get the right part to go on, and the guide, the pumps, using the standard one. Okay, so that's it, and you release that one. All you do is just slide this one on and get the bolt when it come with it, and you put them on. Okay, I need 2 hands to slide them on, and it should be like this. So for time being, I alright with this. I may take this one off. See, slide this one off a little bit, and when I got it on, and I slide it on. So that's how it should go on, and it's wrapped around. See, it's holding around the chains, so it's not to let the chain go loose. If it go loose, sometimes people turn this one and they came up from here and holding the chain here, go down here. So that's mainly this one all bullshit look, but it should be alright. When you install the 4 piston oil pump, you don't really need to go the target like before original one. You need to go the target with the timing chain, but this one you don't need to, because the original one you need to go with the target because it's onto the balance shaft. So make sure it got to be balanced, otherwise they vibration. So see, that's why on this one, the 4 piston one, you don't really need one. Okay, just tie them up with the bar, the Allen key, and make sure it's super secure. Okay, done. Now my job here, the timing is done correctly, everything correct. So what I have to do now is just this one, only one way go. Now I just put the timing cover and the oil sump on, and I finish that part, and the two around. I'm gonna set up the lifter. Number 10 and little flat screwdrivers. You don't need any fancy tools, so it's on position, and I gotta turn it out this way. Oh, it's hard. If it's hard, don't ever try stupid way, try smart way. Okay, it's hard. You try spinner. Don't hurt yourself, brother. It's very painful if you hurt yourself. So I use this one. Let's see if I can go joy spinner. Go joy spinner. Yeah, see, not much hurt. And see this one. The thinnest I go here. So I go in here. So I go in here, right? No fancy tools or anything. Just turn this one down until you feel a little bit tight. I hold this one. I get number 10 out, and I turn him out first. And so to do this, you really need 2 hands, but I have nowhere to put my cameras. So there you go. So that's where I go. I go exactly there, right? I go exactly there I want, and I can see slide out. All I have to do is see this one exactly there, and I just turn a little bit more, and this one will tighten slowly. Yep, when it's on slowly, when it's on, you can holding the flat screwdriver there. You can, okay, now you can compare the one been done and the one haven't been done. Okay, see, you can hear, see, noise, less noise. See, that's what you want to do it. See, a little bit, and it should be alright for you now, and it should be super quiet. Okay, see the noise different. So that's what you want. Okay, you do this to all of them. Rocker cover, I'm gonna paint red Honda, and all here will be blacks. Okay, all this black and red. Easy. This is my Honda cover with the black tops. How's that look? Red Honda, huh? This is our intake manifold. You buy this one, so they have all the water light and everything here ready for you to hook on. You see, so this is the good one. Okay, steel and never break, and we're gonna put them on in places. And this one easy, put a starter motor on later when we truck the engine out. And we may have to replace this one water pump on the other side come out, because there are different water pump and different housing bolt here for holding the non-power steering for the CU model and CU CL9 and CU model. The only difference is here. Our biggest photo body we can get from the market for Honda. So this is 70 mils. The standard one I think about 60 something or 60 55, but this one aftermarket one, it's got bigger set we could. Okay, very big. When you buy the whole kit, they come with all the spacer. Here we go, the gasket, spacer, and all the bolts. Now we're gonna install them on. Come in, see that one go on there, and I need my 2 hands for doing this. Sorry. Here is our intake manifold. Got the external wastegate built in, and look at the design, look really cool. And come with the bolts and gasket. All we do is just hook them on, man. For time being, the engine mostly done, and I wait to pull the other engine out, and I pull all the wirings, all the control, VCT control, and all this part. Maybe have to using the whole brackets here from the CU2, and this is CU CL7 CL9, and manifold intake aftermarket. The one that come like this one, that come everything together, and when we put in, we may have to make sure we tighten all the bolts and nut later, but we don't put it in yet, but we install this one on. And the wastegate and intake manifold, we may release this one and turn this one out of the way, so this one the air control something, they may go in different ways, so it's not a big trouble. And this is the engine go this way, this one go out on the other side of the engine, and put the turbo on. And we go for G25 Garrett, or we go G35 Garrett. So let's see, we keep the old turbo and see how it like before we may go for bigger. See, this is beautiful, looking really cool. Honda turbo. This one I expect 600 horsepower down. Okay, no more than that, so this should be plenty of power, so everyone can do like this. Okay, so we swap the engine from the CU2, and we're gonna put a CL8, it's k24 A3, and we convert everything. All the wire looms should be go together, but this one different. We may using the water pumps from the CU2 models, but they all hooked in the same, but this one different, so we may have to using the different housing there, but all the connections should be the same, so that's a small trouble. And one more tomorrow, see this one and that one, we may have to take off from here and there, and we're gonna put on here, and we have our complete turbo. So what I do now is I do this because I'm gonna put here, and when I have time, I start to pull the engine out and put them on. What I do, get the sticky tape wrap around, and just in case someone come and put something on the engine, will be no good. So that's why I wrap them up and leave it there like that. Okay guys, thanks for watching Simon Tools, and this is Simon built the engine and ready to put on my CU2 engine over there for my slippers. And I will see you, update with you when I pull the other engine out and put this one on and start it up and see how we go. Thanks for watching Simon Tools.